How does your posture reveals your self-doubt?
That's a big call. It's a big topic, Andre. Something that people don't think about. So it's important first to understand that our posture actually controls our emotions to an extent. So if you are someone, and I'm sure everyone watching this knows that when they're walking and they're standing tall, they tend to breathe better, they tend to think a little bit more clearer. They're a lot more confident. You don't see the posture of highly successful people as people who slouch all the time. Um, However, the complete opposite is true, that when you are slouching, you are doubting yourself. When you are slouching, you tend to look down a little bit more, and that has a cascade of neurological effects in the brain. And so this is important. A lot of us, without realizing, are slouching at our desk. We're slouching when we're in conversation, and when you go back to how our posture dictates what's happening in our mind, if you have someone who is in a fight and flight response, someone who's under a lot of stress, someone who's not so confident, they tend to stoop, they tend to go into a defensive mode. And so our posture, as it said, as you said it perfectly, it can it can reveal that we are self-doubting, but a whole lot of other things as well are revealed as well. So it's not just self-doubt, but there's a lot more, and it's not so positive.
Yes, I would want to add that if you're communicating in this posture or in this state, your body is communicating a lot more than what you say. So no matter how nice words or message you're delivering, you are planting seeds of doubt into your communication. You're creating noise, so it won't land that well. And also you depriving yourself from oxygen, which if you pull your back, roll your back, your shoulders, usually the lungs open up, and probably I'm not a doctor to talk about this, but you can talk to that. But then you are more absorbing oxygen, which is your fuel, and
Hmm.
and you look much more confident to deliver a message. And I think that the state, they say it, your emotional state is pretty much predetermining the results of your communication, especially let's say you are at the negotiation table or you want to create partnerships or ask someone to help you. So think
Mm.
about this. Any last words or a challenge for our audience?
Andrew, actually, I want to bring something up. I think you made a really good point there, that it's not just how our posture affects our mind and how it creates self-doubt. But also you spoke about body language there as well. And our posture tells people that we're self-doubting, or it tells people that we're in a weaker position. So it's got two sides. I think that's pretty powerful. So I think the takeaway for most people should be to really check in with themselves and just see the way they hold themselves in a social situation, walking through a shop, or even just at their workplace, whether they're seated or standing, and just to test this and just to see if they were to really keep themselves accountable and keep their posture upright for whatever they're doing in that day. How does that make them feel at the end of the day? That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a powerful thought. Also, my last one is when your body, and usually we have habits or patterns of behavior or postures, then when your body picks up this habit of slouching, then your body starts to tell your mind that you are doubting yourself. And at that time, you're not conscious anymore. You're doing this without even noticing, and your body has been programming your mind. Now, at that point, you are in a vicious circle. So you will probably need Dr. Raffi and me. You know what? Reach out to us and we'll help you out at that point and well before. See you soon.
Thank you.